On my calculations, we have 5 years until the world ends, unless we can start to reverse things like pollution and war. Pollution, war, these are big problems. Fix it, now!
Can you believe that they're remaking 9/11 with all-female terrorists?
When you find biologists finding that the concept of the organism itself invented in the Anthropocene in relationship to the systems of division of labor and executive function and heat engines of the 19th and 20th centuries, so that the reproductive system, digestive system, locomotory system, neural system, blah, blah system, and then finally the command, control, communications, digitalization of it in World War II, and the heat budgets of it, the way the calorimeters and heat budgets of the world. No wonder that the political economic sciences and the biological sciences have the same conceptual order, the same equations, the same kinds of objects, namely machines, organisms, markets, because they all work exactly the same way based on making fossils as fast as possible.
The abundance of trash. What are we going to do with it? Are we going to put it on an island? Are we going to make it somebody else's problem? Or are we going to take the initiative and take this problem by the horns? Trash economy. You use cubes of trash as money. Everybody becomes rich. It's a gold rush.
I would rather see my little girls die now, still believing in God, than have them grow up under communism and one day die no longer believing in God.
M&M's have just released feminist M&M's. Yes, you heard me right. Feminist M&M's. Egregious sexism of the worst and most conceivable kind. It is outrageous, it is disgusting, and it must not stand.
Do you think Margaret Thatcher had girl power?
Yes, of course.
Do you think she effectively utilized girl power by funneling money to illegal paramilitary death squads in Northern Ireland?
This is how people are actually feeling. Everyone feel like that. Care about the humans. They don't care about black folks.
I'm okay with peaceful protesting. And
What
did that lead to? He still got assassinated.
It should have started with Mookie Mo. It should have started with J. Mark Clark. It should have started with Philando Castile, but we were peaceful. So now we're to the point to where we're so fed up that, you know, it may not ever stop.
Let's say, for the sake of argument, that all of the water levels around the world rise by let's say 5 feet over the next 100 years, say 10 feet by the next 100 years, and puts all the low-lying areas on the coast underwater, right? Which, let's say all of that happens. You think that people aren't going to just sell their homes and move?
And you want to be a normal kind of a guy, you want to drink beer, watch sports on television, and do all that kind of stuff, do it. If that makes you happy, you should. Mm-hmm. But if you have other ideas about ways to improve things, new inventions, some new kind of art, whatever it is that you want to do, in a free society you should be free to let your mind develop to its fullest, and you should receive support from the community for doing this, because ultimately what you do as a creative person is going to benefit the rest of the so-called normal people in the community. When you say the freedom to do those things, certain things can only be fully executed with finances. You know, if you have an idea for an invention, for instance, and you need the tools or the machinery to build the thing, you may have the freedom to think it up, but you don't have the financial freedom to construct it.
The wealthiest people in the world.
We're just gonna kill them.
The wealthiest people in the world.
We're just gonna kill them.